Hey YouTube, what's up and welcome back. My name is Foxy MoxAE. I'm still a little bit kind of dealing with some stuff, so I thought instead of doing our usual gaming stuff, we'd take a small break today and watch some YouTube videos together. I haven't done reaction content before, so I want to specify here and now, as soon as you're done watching this, please go watch the original video and give it a thumbs up, because the original creator worked ridiculously hard on like literally. So today we're watching Coffeezilla. The video is called Insane Creator Scam, so please don't come for me. I'm too small for y'all to come for me right now. I'm gonna be honest. Don't start twit-longing. I'm just looking at his information and relaying my own thoughts. How may you ask, am I qualified to provide you with these thoughts? Truth be told, I'm got zero qualifications aside from being on the internet for longer than some of you have been alive, and I don't want to fucking think about that. But I loves me my internets, and I'm gonna be honest, I've seen some kind of sketchy shit happening lately on it. And I mean by lately, I mean like the last 5 years. But either way, Coffeezilla seems to provide a really incredible content that goes into some of like this stuff of these creators that you think are, oh, they're so big that no, they'll never get in trouble. I don't know about that. That's not necessarily true. Now, granted, I haven't seen, I think his name is Logan Paul. I don't know, I never really watched him. I haven't seen Logan Paul pull out a ukulele and start singing to us about gossip. But honestly, I didn't have that on my 2023 bingo card, so I'm just gonna stop ruling shit out. Without further ado, please go check the description below, follow and subscribe to Coffeezilla like the original video, and let's go! If you're gonna go like and subscribe to Coffeezilla, you could do it over here too. I wouldn't mind. I'm sitting here saying like, oh yeah, Coffeezilla's got such great content, he puts so much work into it, and I'm like, I play fucking video games on the internet and make dick jokes. Anyways, let's go! This video is called Insane Creator Scam by Coffeezilla. I'm already thumbs upping it, we haven't even started, and I've already done it, so what is your excuse?
The biggest creators in the world are at the center.
Okay. I know we're 2 seconds in and I'm already pausing. I'm just gonna say this right now. There are 2 creators on here that I actually 3, I lied. There's 3 creators on here that I fucking love their content, and I'm terrified about what's about to happen. I know of all of them, I swear. Guys, I'm not that old, stop!
Of a scam, and I don't know if I should talk about it.
I don't know if we should either, but let's go, Coffee.
Most are plain embarrassed, but I don't want to get sued. What do you think I should do?
Here,
Can we get sued for this?
have a drink. And maybe start at the beginning.
Thanks.
I have to be honest, I love his little robot, bro. Okay, I know, we've already paused. For any of you who have already seen his setup, holy shit, it's so fucking cool! Like, his whole background is like this 3D rendered beautiful environment. Oh, I'm so jelly. It's okay. Love you, Coffee! Thank you for the wonderful content. Let's go!
2 months ago. Hello, this is Coffee.
See, guys, look how dope that looks.
And I've got something for you.
Meanwhile, I'm like, look, a funny jump cut zoom with a boom sound effect from Vine. I should stop roasting myself.
Alright, well this is for sure a lie. There's no way you look that cool.
Okay,
Hey, shut up, people!
The setting a bit, but I did get a call.
I thought it was dope. Voice has been replaced for anonymity. Hi!
I've got a scam for you. It's
Cool!
called Revolt. Huge influencers, lies, people haven't been paid.
Revolt? I've never heard of it. How revolting!
Rumors 5 mil, and some of the merchandise still hasn't shipped. You interested?
Yeah, can I source you?
Nah, keep me anonymous on this one.
Now this sounds more like the coffee I know.
Yeah, you're missing the point.
I'm
After
really...
getting this call, we finished.
some part of me that wants to just to be like, okay, let's replay this one voice clip from this dude about 80 times and see if we can match up any of the vocal oddities. The anomalies, the vocal, everybody has their own little vocal tics and shit, but also that person wants to remain anonymous, so we're not going to do that.
Finishing my very important business, I started digging around.
Guys, I'm warning you, I'm so biased for some of these creators. I'm real nervous.
Put this on the record?
No, keep it anonymous.
All right, this is great info, but how do you feel about
Everybody
going
wants to
public?
be anonymous.
Sorry, keep my name out of it.
You can put my name in it, but nobody will give a fuck.
Yeah, I can keep
I don't know
you
anything about it.
anonymous, sure.
I was hitting a wall and I was getting frustrated. Little by little, though, a picture emerged. Not fully on the record, not fully off. The voices of more than a dozen anonymous calls complaining about this one merch company, Revolt, run by a guy named Ryan Piacente.
I think I've seen the logo before.
Yeah, the YouTuber group. And believe me, they'll be
I've never heard of any of this. Guys, I really thought I'd have, like, a concept of what was fucking going on here, because I at least knew, like, 3 of the content creators from the opening, like, oh, these are people we're going to be talking about. I'm so confused! Who the fuck are the Misfits? Like, the band? Wasn't that a band? Ugh.
be involved later. The point is, I was hearing about this merch company Revolt, and everyone said in 2019 through 2021, it was extremely successful, working with everyone. And of course, in exchange for this success, Revolt was happy to take a cut of each of these merch drops. In fact, I obtained some of Revolt's sales numbers from 2021, showing how much only 5 of their drops made, 20 million in revenue.
Holy
mind-blowing
shit.
numbers. These creators, who I've
That's
named
a
for
lot
privacy,
of money.
made $12 million. Revolt, for their cut, should have made $4 million.
That is a mystery. How do you screw up such a business making so
I don't think
much
they
money?
screwed up.
That's what I wanted to find out. Problem was, no one would go public.
Then you have nothing, right? Rumors, innuendo,
Damn
maybe.
beep
But
boop.
no one will talk.
Nobody needs your
That's the
fucking
thing that
negativity, you
kills me about this
goddamn
story.
servo.
Most of the creators did talk. Employees talked. Everyone behind the scenes, they couldn't stop talking. This is why I'm struggling with this story. If it was just off the record, I'd kill it. If everyone was on the record,
It's an easy story.
right, but it's neither. I'm in limbo.
Well, let's just get to what the accusations are then.
Yeah,
Anonymous.
I appreciate the narrative, but also, tell me what's happening, please. We've still got, like, 18 more minutes, so clearly you figured something out.
I was just getting to that. As I was saying, Revolt made huge profits, massive merch drops, but there was another side of things. Ryan Piacente had a spending problem. He took 6 private jet trips in a month, thousands of dollars every night on dinner. We have receipts for, by the way.
Holy
They
shit!
spent $25,000 a week.
What are you eating, bro? Damn!
We have receipts for, by the way.
$7,000 for dinner, $10,000
to rent
for
a
dinner.
mansion in LA.
God.
And they rented a Ferrari for $20,000
Holy shit,
for a
yo.
week. But the thing was, it wasn't really Ryan footing the bill. It
Of
was
course not.
actually-
Revolt.
Right. Even as this company's raking in money, hand over fist, they were spending more than they could afford, which was brought up to Ryan as a problem.
So why aren't you a millionaire?
He spends money like a money. Yeah. Did you always spend money like an idiot?
Yeah, I've always spent money like a.
Okay, that is enough of the arsler. Fuck, y'all. Jesus, grow up.
The thing with money is
You're 30-something-year-old
I like to be able to
fucking man.
provide
You can't
dedication.
grow up enough to do.
So a lot of the money that I spend is actually on other people for the most part because I'm just like, yeah, let's do it. Like, let's have fun.
Yikes.
I
So
don't
they
believe
just
you
spent
particularly,
it all?
sir.
Is that it? Is that the scam?
No. You're getting ahead of me. Look, mind topping me off?
Sure. If it'll get you to spill the beans. So what else?
Well,
Okay. I like the beep boop, but for an audience surrogate, he is starting to frustrate me a little bit.
the spinning part was just the start of it. At this point, Ryan's plan was described to me by a source who knew him as Creator A does a drop, Ryan would then spend a large chunk of that on private jets, Nobu, Balenciaga, and then creator B does a drop, but creator A still owed money. And so Ryan pays creator A with creator B's money. Little Ponzi
you
ish,
dumbass.
if you ask me. But
Yeah,
the key here is that this works as long as each merch drop is
Yeah.
bigger than the last.
See, the problem.
Paying for everything. But Revolt was starting to have issues. According to former employees, Revolt had terrible logistics experience, which is okay when you sell 400 units, but when you sell 40,000 in one day, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Not only that, Revolt is
fuck.
starting to pull in bigger and bigger talent, and these influencers are demanding bigger and bigger minimum guarantees. Ryan agrees, but things aren't like before. Some of those merch drops underperform. Now Revolt owes money not just to minimum guarantees, but they also were counting on these new merch drops to pay their older clients.
So, because he started himself behind the 8 ball, even though his business is growing, he keeps stealing from himself, more or less, to shove in whatever fucking, I mean, let's be honest, shove down his goddamn throat. Apparently, that is a lot of money for dinner. I'm sorry, I'm still stuck on it. Anyways. So, you're never gonna catch back up. Especially if you can't get the impulse control you need to fix the first issue in the first oh god.
So they start delaying payments.
Please tell me Corp's husband did not do this.
Sometime creators
He seems
start
innocent.
posting about their experiences. Not off the record.
I'm wondering.
Honestly,
Yeah.
it's actually a really nice t-shirt. Like like
I was gonna say, I'm like, at some point, I feel like these creators are actually just more victims than anything else. So, I guess for a little bit of a salacious clickbaity opening, it would make sense that creators can. Okay, all right, I got clickbaited. Shut up! We're watching it anyways.
a chill way.
Thank you. We're not going to talk about the company I made it with because they stole everything from me.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, like I get they're a bad company. Can you put me on their send list, please? Just like for everyone.
What does that
I'll take
mean?
all their merch.
Dude, I'm not sure anyone will ever make merch
Yeah,
with them again after
I don't-
recently.
Bro on the left needs to learn to read the fucking room. Like, your friend just got fucking scammed, and you're sitting here like, oh, I can read it. Shut up. Just stop.
It was finally happening. Big creators had started to talk about Revolt. Carl Jacobs said they're the worst people ever that just blatantly lie. Smosh founder Anthony Padilla says Revolt still hasn't paid me. It's been months. Now, I should say, for the record, that he eventually got his issue resolved. But underneath his post...
Yeah, so good news, guys. Great news. You can get your issues with Revolt fixed as long as you're as big and powerful as Anthony Padilla. Yeah, okay. Cool. Let me just go by Smosh and
Another creator posted, Niachu, saying they haven't paid me either. Now, I called her.
Bro.
For the first time in this case, I got a breakthrough.
I am Nikki Niachu.
She's like, yeah, no, I don't give a fuck. Show my face, for God's sake. It's one goddamn company. Like, and clearly they don't have a great reputation right now, so I'm a little confused why everyone's so eager to be anonymous, but okay.
I am a Twitch streamer, and Revolt owes me $300,000.
Get him, baby girl! Get that bag!
That's so hard to hear. That's so unbelievable.
And it wasn't just her not getting paid. She explained that also people who ordered from her, some of them didn't even get their order.
Oh, I'd get
Everything was
pissed.
shipped. First of all, a lot of people in Europe didn't get their merch. And I messaged them about it, and they said, yeah, we'll look into it. Never did. A lot of my friends who bought merch never received it.
To this date.
Yes.
These orders, which were in 2022.
Yes.
Wow. Bro!
Now, as bad as that sounds,
Oh
as I
my
looked closer, I
God.
realized this was common, really common. Delays, missing orders. Sometimes the order would just be wrong, like when they sent out a pin collection but forgot the pins. Now, because of this, an insider at Revolt told me that
I
in
would
December
be
of
livid.
21, they had over 100,000 customer support tickets open for quality issues. And
That means you're doing a really, really great job, guys. You're killing it. For fuck's sake. Oh my God.
items not being shipped. And that gets us to the good part.
Sociopath.
In a world where common
Said
sense takes a
sociopath.
backseat and physics is just
What
a
am I looking at?
comes a movie that punches logic in the face.
This
Are
not
you
a-
ready for best pizza of life? Bring friends down to
I'm pretty sure this is an ad, but I'm really confused.
Pepperoni Hug Spot.
No, I want
The chefs make pizza
pizza.
with heart and special touch.
Give me pizza!
Watching low effort content, then come on down to Patreon.
Hey, just so you guys know, he's not talking to you. You're fine. You like low effort content. You're loving this. This content, it's fucking fire to you right now. You think this is the best thing you've ever seen.
Patreon.com/Coffeezilla.
Coffee, you're making me look like shit, man!
You also get all these perks. But wait, there's more. Imagine
Monster.
your name up in lights. It's a $50,000 value. And it also helps us
Make things, which
Making things is important.
Please read fine
Yeah, if you guys like his content, please check out his Patreon. I fully encourage you to do so. Support your creators.
Okay.
Hi,
Where
Sword.
were we? Can I get another drink, actually?
You confused me with the ad.
Another one.
Thanks. Remember that insider document I showed you earlier?
Yes.
Yeah. Made me want to sell
Kinda.
merch.
What I didn't tell you is that it was all part of a pitch deck for MrBeast. See, Ryan Piacente had met Jimmy. and he
Thank
wanted
you,
to convince him
Noodle.
to work with Revolt. So he
I
creates
mean, to
this
be
pitch
fair,
deck.
that being the
You've
first
seen
spark
the other
isn't
creator
bad.
sales numbers, but there were also ideas for MrBeast in there, like NFTs you could redeem for merch. And there were also some financial projections on their
Okay. I'm gonna be honest. Potentially more honest than I ought to be. Cause I mean, I think we all kind of know that most VTubers are pretty stupid, and I've got the dumb pretty bad, so I know I'm not like an exception to that rule. I don't understand NFTs. I understand it's a picture, and somehow it's monetized or something, but I don't get it. I don't like them. It seems real fishy.
first drop.
If you can't explain to me what I'm purchasing from you without like a diagram and like 4 paragraphs of how it works and what it will do, like, no, I don't need it.
Together, Revolt claimed MrBeast would make $4 million across 3 years, $50 million in annual profit.
There's no way.
That's what I thought. I thought maybe the team was delusional enough to think it was possible, though. So I asked. According to insiders at the company, they actually met Jimmy and started discussing minimum guarantees and how Revolt would 10x his merch business over the next 2 years. But check this out. This being impossible was openly discussed by the Revolt team.
I was gonna say, I'm like, at some point, like, I understand MrBeast has a huge following, but you're still at the mercy of the percentage of that following of his fan base that can and is motivated to spend money on merchandise. You're not gonna increase that 10 times. Maybe I'm dumb.
They knew?
Yeah. And this is where things go from bad to worse. So MrBeast gets this minimum guarantee deal to do his 100 million subscriber collection with Revolt, right? But
100
Revolt
million,
doesn't sell like
Jesus.
they claimed they would. It does revenue way below expected, meaning Revolt didn't hit their minimum guarantee.
So what do they do?
Well, this is where things dip into fraud,
Uh-oh.
right? Our insider says, I assume this is when they decided to increase cost of goods. Meaning Revolt charged MrBeast more for every item of clothing than he was actually paying for at the factory.
Oops.
That's a pretty huge accusation. Where's the evidence?
My question exactly. I got sent this.
What exactly am I looking at here?
What I just sent you is the pricing sheet from the Chinese factory, top left. You can see the invoice item says...
Is it actually this? Let me start that again. Is the paper actually this dirty? Or did we put a filter on it to make it look gritty and dirty? Just asking for my own editing prowess.
RVLT, meaning Revolt. MRB, MrBeast. There's unit order sizes and prices.
And what are these ink marks?
That's where changes were made.
Ink
See, somebody
they're
wrote down
writings.
next to the factory prices, new prices, higher prices.
Oops.
Did you talk to MrBeast about this?
Well, nobody would talk on the record, but I confirmed that Revolt charged higher prices to their team, like it says in ink. Revolt charged more per item than they were actually paying the Chinese factories, according to their own insiders.
Who else did this happen to?
That's the thing, we don't know. I asked around and the closest I
But
got
I mean,
was
so like, but it make, so, okay. Let me phrase this carefully. I'm not justifying what they did. However, they've put themselves in this corner by shorting their own fucking business so many goddamn times for dinners at fucking Nobu that as soon as the MrBeast thing didn't sell right, then, oh no! Like, you're so fucking dumb. This was telegraphable from a mile away. Like, ugh.
An answer from a former employee? This person claims right as I was exiting the business, he started talking about that. The production manager said she could get the factories to write whatever she wanted on invoices.
Cute.
So it's definitely possible
Charming.
this happened, or it's hard to say. What I do know is when the money ran out, it all fell apart.
What do you mean?
Well, the merch business has a lot of middlemen. People who create the shirts warehouses, store it, fulfillment centers. The thing is, Ryan was running out of money for all of it.
Well, that's fine. At least he had a couple jet rides.
Is this
Swagger Souls
Misfits merch company going under?
Uh-oh.
Earlier this year, the Salvation Army Arc Memphis received a donation of 100+ clothing items from Revolt Factory, the merch company. This ranges from corpse husband hoodies to swagger soul hoodies.
I could have got a corpse husband hoodie at the goddamn Goodwill! Alright, I'm offended for new reasons. Why didn't you fucking tell me? You sons of bitches.
Hoodies and other scuffed merch. With everything coming out about the Misfits quietly shutting down, it makes sense that they were selling and donating old stock.
They donated it?
Basically, from what I heard, the storage fees weren't paid on time to the fulfillment center, so they donated people's clothing to get rid of it. So not only are people not getting their merch on time, some of it is literally randomly sitting on eBay because Revolt didn't pay their bills on time.
Wow.
I assume you reached out to Ryan Piacente about all this, though, right?
Yeah, multiple times. And we might have talked, but he ghosted me when the next wave of accusations came.
Then I think it's time to go public about it.
Are you okay, Coffee? He ghosted me. Seemed like it hurt him. Yeah.
But he ghosted me.
I'm so sorry, Boo. I've been there. I know it's hard. Listen, it is not you, sweetheart. It is not you. It is him. He is afraid to confront the truth.
When the next wave of accusations came.
Well,
then I think it's time to go public about this. Wait, did you say there's more accusations?
Dun, dun, dun.
I mean, the thing with money is I like to be able to provide that experience to everybody. So a lot of the money that I spend is actually on other people for the most part because I'm just like, yeah, let's do it. Like, let's have fun.
You're a psychopath. Actually, or maybe a sociopath, whatever the difference is.
Did you make a video on 9 p.m. I'm feeling ready to say what needs to be said.
You have,
okay.
that is a character you have, though.
The manager of Misfits is a predator! No. Well, the first time for everything. Hey, guys! Trigger warning coming up! Apparently someone here is a fucking asshole, and I can't promise that some of this that is following will not actually, potentially re-upset any of you who have gone through things in the past. So please watch the remainder of this video with caution, and goddamn it.
Welcome back to the $10 million studio. I was investigating what I thought was a case of financial fraud, but what happened next made it also a case of YouTube's own version of Harvey Weinstein. And I don't mean to say that to exaggerate the severity of the accusations you're about to hear. I do say it to convey the seriousness, similarities, and signal that the following is disturbing.
I hate this planet.
If that sounds a little too graphic, I understand if you need to click off the video.
What he's
normally don't
saying?
cover these types of allegations.
What he is saying?
I felt that given we found this halfway through the investigation, we couldn't ignore it. See, it all.
Listen, again, this is last warning, guys. If you don't want to fucking watch this, don't fucking watch this. It's fine. I'll see you in the next one. I miss you. I love you. Like and subscribe. I hate this planet. Okay,
It all
go.
started
Let's
last
go.
year when there was a serious allegation about Ryan Piacente being a predator. It was made by an insider at The Misfits, the YouTubers that Ryan managed, and this guy went by Peckett. These allegations range from being coerced into inappropriate acts, witnessing Ryan perv on his employees in the shower, break into clients' phones to search for private photos, take advantage of men who he has given way too much alcohol and drugs.
God damn it.
Now, when this accusation first came out, and at the start of me
Jail!
investigating, there wasn't much in the way of proof. The only thing verifiable was that Ryan encouraged others to get trashed, which we know because the Misfits themselves talked about it.
So funny compared to like now when that's just the norm. Like people get f***ed up all the time.
Yeah.
No, he's just the one encouraging everyone else to.
Yeah.
Now, besides this piece of evidence,
Wow.
there wasn't much else.
I'm sorry. We're going to back up a minute.
Yeah.
Okay. What's trying to do your head, buddy? What you thinking about? Is it the Roman Empire? Bet it's not.
Now, besides this piece of
Just thinking about the Roman Empire right there.
Evidence, there wasn't much else in the way of corroborating evidence until October, when 2 more stories came out that had very similar stories to the original, and I knew we had to take them very seriously. In one story, a guy who was between 18 and 19 was told by Ryan, quote, he saw...
Okay, before this gets into it, comments below. I'm going to tell you right now. Men can be victims of very many things. If I see any comments about blah, 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 I'm deleting them. Don't do this. Don't be better.
Saw potential in me before being assaulted in the shower. The other guy was in their early 20s and tells a story of how he was invited to a party with the Misfits, a YouTuber group he liked. But in order to get in the house, he was forced to inhale a substance as a condition of entry.
Oh my
Later,
God.
extremely intoxicated, he was also assaulted by Ryan Piacente in the shower. Now, let me remind you that these all are allegations. But let me also tell you that 4 other people have come forward who know Ryan and corroborated his character.
Bro.
One person says, one day I'll tell my Ryan P story, but for now I'll just say this. This rabbit hole goes deep. This person has been abusing his power and money for years. The trail of victims that follow this man is staggering. Another
How
says,
are you not in jail?
Always a weird, pervy dude from the start. Billy says Ryan P has been a disgusting individual for years. Personally, I've seen him do very questionable things. Yet another says Ryan P is a master manipulator. I myself was manipulated by him for far too long. But that's not all. That's just what's public. Behind the scenes, I began to receive much
How
more.
is this
One
man
guy told
still
me
free?
Ryan offered to fly him out and give him $5,000 to cover work. He showed me receipts of this payment from Ryan. He then told me I end up going and it's all good for the first few hours, but when I went to the bathroom, he followed me and without going into detail, assaulted me when I clearly was extremely uncomfortable. Now, this story specifically has a thread we're going to follow.
God damn it.
Because there's numerous allegations.
This person is
Ryan
horrible.
Would use money to coerce people into
jail.
They wouldn't otherwise do, like paying this guy $5,000 to come over for work. Or more commonly, he'd pay creators who are struggling for explicit photos of themselves. People sent me
That's
emails
so
they'd
fucked.
get notifying them of Twitter DMs from Ryan asking for explicit photos, along with accompanying payments from Ryan. The reason I'm telling you about all this is not only that it demonstrates this behavior was happening and provides a financial paper trail, but some of it dovetails into fraud. Because as I started asking for some of these financial documents, I found that Ryan would often not just pay people from personal accounts. He would use business accounts to pay for these things.
Stupid
specifically
motherfucker.
The Misfits business account. Remember, that's the
Bye.
beloved YouTube
Jail.
people
Bye.
supported
Like,
through Patreon,
even if they
Merch,
don't get you for the essay shit, like, nah. Fraud sucks. Bye.
podcast.
Toodaloo.
Turns out their company accounts were
Don't
being used
need you,
in part
fucko.
to pay for explicit photos of some of the fans of the show. I was shown these payments, and the question is, why even do this? To write it off your taxes?
Because
no matter the reason, This is like some weird form of fraud. It's not the kind
It's
that I
a
normally
fucking
like to
weird ass goddamn power trip. He works with all these fucking famous fucking influencers and then gets bitchy that he's not that goddamn famous. Why don't people like him? Oh, blah, 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 blah. So now he's gonna use what little fucking inch of clout he has in this goddamn world to lord it over anybody's head and fuck them over, literally or figuratively, whichever one works. Why not both?
talk about. But who uses their business account for this? We also need to talk about what happened in April of 2016 as well, when Ryan asked a fan, can we get married? When she told him he was 16, he said, come back in 2 years, which would be when she was 18.
Oh,
but
God.
1 year later...
You know what? I'm going to stop you here. I don't care if he waited the full 2 years. That's called grooming. Can you say grooming? You're telling this girl, yo, spend the next 2 years of your life thinking about me, and I'm gonna swoop in there and get the sweet. But I mean, it's fine. He didn't wait the full 2 fucking years, so it's
Ryan
good.
Reached back out, saying this quote: "I retweeted
Good
your
girl.
selfie.
Good
Do
girl.
I get news?"
Fucking good
She
girl.
replies, "That's illegal."
Goddamn
He says,
right.
quote, "Don't worry, I ain't no snitch." Now I asked the person who gave me.
I'm not gonna lose it. I'm gonna be calm. I'm gonna be calm. Jail. Jail! Go to jail. Be gone. We don't need you. Get off the planet. Why don't we have Elon Musk just take assholes like this and use that to test the whole let's live on Mars thing? That seems great.
These if she thought he was joking at the time. She responded, "No, I think it was legit because it happened a lot on Snapchat." And he fully tried to give me money to do it.
Oh my God,
Now,
this
once
girl,
again
I've got to
corroborates
say,
the
I'm
creepy
going to
behavior
interrupt Coffee
we've
one
seen
more
for-
time. This girl, fucking smart. Good goddamn girl. Her parents did a great job. She is not falling for this shit. She's not falling for this fucking I've got more fucking clout than you, so you better do what I want. I got more. No, she's good. She's fine. Fuck you. Go to jail. Good girl.
From Ryan Piacente in the past. So for those of you who have been counting, we now have 5 independent accusations. Some anonymous, some fully on the record. We have multiple forms of evidence. First-hand accounts, DMs, payment processing receipts, and we have 4 independent character testimonies from people who claim to know Ryan. Now, as always, I've tried to reach out to Ryan to get his side of the story 7 times over 2 months.
Yeah,
I've gotten
bro.
nothing
Well,
in
bro's
the way
not
of an
gonna-
explanation.
yeah, I get that, damn.
The last I heard, he was spotted at an airport, and we have no idea of his whereabouts since.
Oh, we running? We running? You
This
running?
investigation
You running?
has been exhausting, honestly, both emotionally and just to carry all the details in my heads of all the accusations, the whistleblowers. So I imagine for you it's been kind of confusing as well. So I want to summarize this piece so we don't miss anything. There's really 2 sides to the story. We have Revolt.
I'm gonna step in here for just a minute. And I totally appreciate where he's coming from for this was not fun to research. This really kind of sucked. I agree, but I do think it's still more important that these victim stories do get out and do get heard and do get acknowledged, even if it is slightly uncomfortable for us, because what's done in the dark has got to become to the light. And no, I'm just gonna start that again. These people thrive on this whole everybody's too afraid to talk to me thing, so I'm gonna get away with it. You can't do that anymore. These people have gone through so much more. Fuck it. Yeah, no.
The company and Misfits, a YouTuber group. In one, Ryan is basically accused of running a Ponzi-type merch company where he spent too much money and needed bigger and bigger merch drops to pay off debts and minimum guarantees. When that didn't work, he resorted to faking invoices to creators like MrBeast to increase cost of goods, while being so bad at logistics that even when creators got paid, their fans received their merch late, the wrong merch, or no merch
I'd
at
be
all.
so pissed.
And occasionally, creators' merch would just get donated to charity, so that's fun too. And that's just part 1. Then you have the Misfits, where Ryan used his proximity to fame and money to abuse a series of guys and girls through a pattern of grooming, intoxication, and then assault,
Go to
usually
hell.
involving a shower somewhere. The damage this man has done is hard to calculate because it's not just a financial number on a spreadsheet. People have stopped creating content because of Ryan. Others have had mental health breakdowns, and it's past time we warn people about them so no one else gets hurt.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
He's literally making victims. Like, the fact that he was last seen in an airplane means to me, oh, seems like we're fucking running. Okay, so you're on the lam because you know you suck.
For watching and supporting through viewing, subscribing, checking out the Patreon. I'm so indebted to this community, and I will see you in 2024.
Okay, that was a damn good video, guys. I really hope this person ends up in jail. I would love a video update where this person just goes to fucking jail and we all just get to point at him and laugh and be like, oh, you suck. You're a bad person. That's what happens. Sweet ass justice gets served. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. These are all of the people supporting this guy on Patreon. I will link his Patreon as well as the original video in the description below, so you can both check out those if you would like to. He's got a wealth of other content in which he does check out a lot of scammy people and people that are taking advantage of other people, and really does seem to try to kind of help out. I mean, I don't know that Victor, I don't know. He's seemingly a very good YouTuber. I highly encourage you to check out his material. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. You should also probably like and subscribe and comment on my video, or I will get jealous. And I'll see you tomorrow for more video games. Bye!